What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the LV Raider 10 YouTube channel. And the Raiders finally did it. They got a win. I can't even begin to think about what would have happened if they lost this game to the Tennessee Titans. And honestly, it was kind of a struggle to get them this win. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I've seen a lot of reports saying that the locker room was starting to, not believe in this team, and this is a win that came at the exact right time to hopefully reinvigorate this team and go over to Kansas City and hopefully get a win there. But let's go ahead and let's look at what happened during this Tennessee Titans versus Las Vegas Raiders game.
From the 30-yard line, opening possession for Las Vegas. And the catch is made, taken out to the 38-yard line by Jakobi Meyers. Play clock at 2. Third down and 1. Here's Jeanty, cuts to the outside, has a first down and more across midfield, and finally thrown out of bounds.
And Jeanty's going to be the guy to do that for him.
Third down and 5. Smith over the top, and it's complete for a first down to Tre Tucker. Geno Smith 3 for 3, 3 different receivers. Fake to Jeanty on first down, and it's Tucker again. Makes a nice move, picks up a first down all the way to the Tennessee 22-yard line. So Tucker with his second catch, and he gains 14. Replacing Key, the ex-Raider. Third down and 6. Smith looking, and he's taken down back at the 28-yard line. Guess who? Jeffrey Simmons.
You know it. We want to try to get 7 instead of 3 and really execute in the red zone.
0 for 4 in the red zone last week, at least as far as touchdowns are concerned.
So what I noticed from the beginning of this game, and really it kind of went throughout the entire game, was Geno Smith wasn't taking the long, deep shots that we're used to seeing him, try to just fling the ball out super deep to whoever it may be. He was a lot more conservative with his throws and his decision making, which is really, really nice to see considering he leads the league in freaking interceptions. So what he did was more, short to intermediate passes and a more methodical kind of offense in this game at the very least. And it was complemented with a very decent to good running game this week. So that was really nice to see. Obviously, we'll see later on Geno Smith isn't perfect, of course. But it was a very different offense from what we're used to seeing, of getting these super deep shots that were just not connecting and were not working. And I would like to see this kind of offense be more integrated in the rest of the season. It seemed like a more sustainable offense to run rather than taking deep shots down the field all the time. And obviously, Ashton Jeanty is getting better every week, and he's done extremely good so far this season. He's completely dug himself out of the hole that he was in the beginning of the year and has really solidified himself as possibly a Rookie of the Year candidate. So I would love to see this kind of offense going forward for the Raiders.
Carlson connects from 50. Play clock at 2. They got the snap off in time. As Ward fires, there is a flag. Calvin Ridley makes the catch, takes it out to midfield. Play clock winding down, 3rd and 25. This is DK. And the Titans will punt it away. Raiders must get to the 45 for a first down. Smith hit as he throws.
Protection is obviously still a lot to be desired. And I think that Geno Smith needs to get rid of the ball a lot earlier too. He's still holding on to the ball quite long. And obviously our protection is not the greatest. It hasn't been all year. And now we've sustained some injuries, obviously, with Kolton Miller being out. He needs to let go of this ball a lot earlier. And he had done very well at the beginning of this game. But later in the game, he definitely holds onto the ball for a little bit longer. But here's a prime example of what could possibly happen if you hold on to the ball for much too long.
And no whistles have been blown. Question is, was the hand moving forward on the hit by Jihad Ward? And then it's taken back by Cody Barton into the end zone. But we'll see how they rule it. Was the hand moving forward? Or will it be ruled a fumble? So the ruling on the field is fumble, Titans recovery, touchdown.
And right now we're looking Yeah, Geno's hand is going forward now. Jihad Ward hits him before his arm starts going forward. Oh, that is close. It looks like he still had control and pushed the ball forward, and there's Geno, signaling that it should be incomplete.
Of course, all scoring plays and turnovers are reviewed, so they're taking a look at it. But the ruling on the field was fumble. Tennessee touchdown.
And as they're reviewing it, it did look, Kenny, like he had control pushing that ball forward. But those open holes, those zones, they get covered up very quickly, and he has to understand that.
3 tight ends in for the Titans on 2nd and 7. Breaking free for a first down is Pollard. Must get to the 34 for a first down. Ward throws. 3rd down and 12. Smith under pressure again, able to get rid of it. Bunch formation to the right, empty backfield, 3rd down and 7. Ward taken down, ball comes loose.
Man, Devin White had an absolute game this week. I believe he had every tackle on Tennessee's first possession, a forced fumble here, and he was just everywhere around the ball. Man, Devin White has seemed to be one of the better free agency acquisitions that the Raiders have had in most recent years. He has really played himself into looking like Devin White of the Tampa Bay Bucks, which is really great to see. The Raiders definitely needed.
Raiders recover. Devin White with the initial hit. 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off. Smith throwing underneath. Touchdown. Michael Mayer.
There's Michael Mayer, and what he's going to do is really just block, release, but once he releases, look how quickly he gets his eyes right back to Geno Smith.
3rd down and
It's really good to see Michael Mayer be involved in the offense more often. Obviously, he has to be in a more prominent role because Brock Bowers has been injured for the past couple of weeks. But Michael Mayer was injured because he had a concussion. So his first game coming off the concussion protocol, he gets in there and he had a pretty good game, scoring a touchdown there, as you just seen. And then Brock Bowers looks like he's trending upwards. Hopefully we can see him this next upcoming week. And so them together is just going to be awesome. And what we thought our offense would be looking like from the beginning of the year till now. But obviously injuries have prevented that. So it's going to be really great to get them both on the field.
2 split backs, Pollard and Spears. Ward in trouble, sacked again. It's White and Crosby.
Having his Hall of Fame jacket on.
3rd down and 12. Smith looks to set up the screen. Mayer able to break free, but not enough. Final minute, 2nd quarter. First down for Tennessee. Spears still going. Finally stumbles down. They have 1 timeout, 16 seconds from the 30. Ward stays on his feet, hit as he throws, and it is picked off. Devin White.
There he is again, Devin White. Not sure who was the one that forced that errant throw.
30. Ward stays on his.
I think that was Laulu.
From the 30. Ward stays on his feet, hit as he throws, and it is picked off. Devin White. What a first half for White.
Yeah, like I said though, Devin White has just been everywhere around this field on the past couple of games, and he's leading the Raiders in tackles right now, so he's been a really, really good acquisition for the Raiders.
Ward on 2nd down. It is caught in Raiders territory by the 6-year vet Van Jefferson. That was the biggest play of the day on either side. 20 yards from Ward to Jefferson. Titans across midfield for the first time. Another completion and another first down.
Players are quicker, faster. That's what happens. Tip the ball and get the interception.
It was Laulu.
They said just stay the course. We'll find a way to win this game at the end.
Fake to Genty, and now it's Genty out of the backfield. He was shaken up in the first half, so this is good news for the Raiders. All right, now on 4th down, Smith pump fake, throws back the other way, and it's complete to Mayer.
There's Michael Mayer again.
For a Raiders first down. It's been Genty on 7 of the previous 9.
That's the first time I'm looking at this Titans defense showing an all-out blitz.
Smith on 3rd down, throws, and it's complete for a Raiders. First and goal from the Tennessee 4. This is Genty. He's in. Touchdown. Ashton Genty.
That's exactly what you love to see. Ashton Genty on the goal line, you know, ready to run it in. Huge hole, great blocking. Ashton Genty, easy touchdown. Hopefully he gets a lot more touchdowns the rest of this season, because we are definitely going to need him this next upcoming week.
You just watch the offensive line, how they come off the football. We call this getting a hat on a hat, displacing the defensive line. Jeffrey Simmons goes up the field too much. No backers there to help out and fill. And that's just too easy. Ashton Genty, he's already tough enough to tackle. He was so fun to watch. The Raiders defense was so fun to watch. He congratulations, because he definitely earned it.
There's Pollard. Still going. Pollard picks up a first down.
You make it very, very difficult for a rookie quarterback, because he's had nowhere to go with the football today.
Fake toss to Pollard, and now Ward throws, and it's complete to Van Jefferson.
Jamal Adams, same thing, man. He's in there. These guys play hard. They're still good players.
White's been a force today. 2nd down and 8, and Okonkwo breaks 3. 3rd down and 18. Keep it on the ground with Spears. Matthew Wright from 46.
This was a drive that I remember, because I remember the Tennessee Titans, they were driving, they looked primed to score, they were moving the ball, and our defense, stepped up and they stopped him, and they only allowed a field goal here, which is really great. Our defense has played very well throughout the season so far. Obviously, you know, here and there they haven't been great, but for the most part they've been playing pretty decently. And this is another example of how when our defense steps up and our offense contributes mightily, that we are put in positions to win games.
It is good. 3 straight defeats. They were ranked 2nd in the nation at the start of the season. Wide open, it's Mayer. And Michael Mayer is across midfield. Smith fakes the handoff. And now he throws to the outside. It's Jacoby Myers.
I like that. He's been very smooth with that, very patient.
3rd down and 1. The fake to Genty. And then Smith throws. It is caught. There is a flag as Myers makes the catch. 9 straight completions for Geno Smith. Looking to make it 10. And it's picked off.
You know, I seen this funny thing on, I think it was TikTok or Instagram. If you just place a bet that Geno Smith is going to have at least over half an interception a game, you are going to be rolling in dough at the end of the season. So, you know what? I think that's going to be my philosophy for the rest of the year. Half an interception for Geno Smith for the rest of the year. I'm placing every bet for every game, because he just cannot shake this bug. He cannot shake it. I don't know where this pass was going to. I know there was a little bit of pressure, of course, but man, throw it away. Or he never seems to throw the ball away. Just, it's his first down. Like, you don't need to force a throw. That's what I don't understand. He always seems to force throws, and it's just not smart decision making. He's been playing very well up until this point. You can see right here at the graphic at the bottom, I'm actually in the way here, but you can see Geno Smith, 14 for 19, 119 yards and a touchdown until this point in the game, and he throws the interception, and then it starts to go downhill a little bit from there. So, yeah, Geno Smith. But put that in your parlays, everyone. Geno Smith over half an interception every single game, because it'll hit.
Intercepted by Cody Barton.
Mentioned Max Crosby lining up in different positions. Look at him at the defensive tackle spot now.
Ward on third down, incomplete. And the rest of our terrific crew. Geno Smith on first down. It is complete to Tucker. Third down and 7. Pass is caught by Tucker. Breaks free. Down the sideline. Tucker inside the 20 and finally taken down. In the backfield, third down and 3. From the Titans 11, it's Mostert. And he is taken down after a gain of 1. It's Gray again. Carlson hit from 50 earlier. This is a 28-yard attempt from straight away.
This is what I wish, though. That past drive, we only got 3 out of it. We need to start scoring 7. This team was saying it from the beginning of last week. Obviously inferior to what the Raiders have the roster constructed. We should be scoring 7. We should be running away with this. And it seemed like we struggled moving the ball at times, too. That should not happen.
I would agree.
Yes.
Pass caught, and then breaking free is Okonkwo. There's Ward on 4th and 1, and they convert. That's the 3rd catch on this drive.
This drive right now is looking like the Cam Ward that they hope to have.
Ward on first down, dumps it off. Down to the 19-yard line, it is Spears. Down to 4:15 on the clock. Second down. Pass is caught by Jefferson. First and goal. Ward looking end zone, throws, touchdown to the tight end, David Martin Robinson. That's his first touchdown in the National Football League.
There's David Martin. He's going to block and go up. Martin Robinson is one-on-one, just frankly runs away from Isaiah Polamau.
At New England, Washington, and Indy. Catch made at the 36-yard line.
Extremely aggressive, getting after this offensive line and Cam Ward.
Ward from the end zone again.
Using that speed of his.
Ward on first down, it's complete. Van Jefferson. Final minute here in Las Vegas. Ward loses the football on second down. Raiders recover.
Cam Ward absolutely just gave this ball away and gave this win away to the Raiders because they were driving down the field. As you can see, those past couple of plays, they were backed up against their own goal line, and they ended up getting at least to like the 50-yard line, and they were driving. They were looking good on the drive, and for some reason, Cam Ward seems to heat up in second halves, late in second halves, and the Titans were moving the ball. For some reason, the ball just slips away from him, and the Raiders recover, and that's game.
An exclamation point by the Las Vegas defense. Technical director Kyle Collins, technical producer David Zuloff. So Geno Smith and the Raiders, led by the defense, defeat Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. The final score, Raiders 20 and the Titans 10. Pete Carroll and Brian Callahan have been going up.
So the Raiders ended up winning 20-10, and it was a game that it seemed like both teams were struggling to move the ball, to establish an offense until the end of the game, really, where the Titans were starting to move the ball, and the Raiders took advantage of the opportunities they were given for once in a game. The defense forced turnovers, and they scored points on those turnovers, and that's exactly what the Raiders have to do. Now, the Titans are obviously, they had the first overall pick from last season in Cam Ward, and the Raiders had higher expectations than being 2-4 at this point in the season. I hope that this is the game that really starts the season off for the Raiders to what we had expected to see. Now, the schedule at this point is only going to get so more extremely tougher from at this point moving forward. We got the Chiefs next week, and then the bye, and we come back with the Jags. Like, that's not easy to do. The Jags are not the Jags that we seen last season, that they were terrible. They are moving the ball. They are looking good offensively, defensively. They look like a very good team. We have to go against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are struggling right now, but they're starting to turn it on as of recent and playing good football as of late. So I hope that this is the tune-up game that they needed, so that we can really explore what the Raiders really have potentially. And it sucks to say this late in the season, because we should already see and we should already know what this Raiders team is. And from what we've seen, I hope that's not what the Raiders are this season. I hope it's more of this hard-fought, tough defense type game that we've seen here against the Titans, rather than the Washingtons and the Chargers that we've seen, those Raider games. I'm hoping it's more of the tough New England and Tennessee games that we've seen. Obviously, those two were the only 2 wins, but I'm hoping it's more of that kind of Raiders team. But let me know what you guys think. What is your prediction for next week's game against Kansas City? Let me know down in the comments below. Do the Raiders win? Is this the kickoff, the kick in the butt that the Raiders needed for the rest of this year? Please make sure to like. Please make sure to subscribe. Share with a friend who's a Raider fan, who's a Tennessee fan, to rub it in their face too. And as always, just win, baby.